So here we're starting another video. This is the cove south of Bootlegger's Cove. Up directly in front of us is Franklin Point, that farthest point you see sticking out, and it shelters Bootlegger Cove. Bootlegger's Cove cuts back to the right between here and Franklin Point. This is a bigger bay and a likely spot. However, the rock cliffs didn't allow for any trail down to the beach, and as you can see, the beach is nil too. It's not a place where a Zodiac could launch with an outboard motor and have a friendly passage back out into the to the bay and actually beyond, where you see the breakers right there. There's rocks, and we would have had to have anchored outside those rocks in the break, in a lumpy break, and also it's rocky there. It's not a good bottom, so this just wouldn't work for us. Off in the distance there, I see a whale just blew. I don't know if it will show up again on the camera, but thought I'd capture that if he comes back up again. I don't see him now. Regardless, again, that's Franklin Point, the farthest point where you see some white water, and to the right and into the lee of that point is where Bootlegger's Cove is. We're going to walk over there. We're going to walk across the top of that little mound, but first we have to go around this bay here. But I want to show that those eucalyptus trees off in the distance is where the highway is. You just see the tops of them, and you can see the nice rise that we had when the trucks would come down here. They would drop over that rise and just be out of sight from the highway and anybody that may be driving by and scrutinizing our clandestine activities. This really is a smuggler's dream here, this section of coast. It's so remote and lonely, halfway between Santa Cruz and Half Moon Bay, in the middle of nowhere. There is some there's more construction and people around now than there was then. In the early 80s, this was a remote area, especially at night. It was almost spooky and ghostly. It was so remote. Let's move on to our destination that way.